To all my Mexicans, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional, y'all hold this country the down. Like, outside of black people, y'all hold this country down. A lot of Latinos do. And I'm not talking about the Latinos that voted for Trump. I'm talking about the people you see outside when it's 90 degrees building the same houses that y'all white motherfuckers are moving into. The same people y'all want to kick out the country are the people who do most of the groundwork here in this country. It's just so mind-blowing to me how much hatred there is for people that you've never met, you've never talked to, you don't know anything about, but you want to deport them? Y'all are not even from here. Y'all are not even from here. If y'all want to get on that topic, y'all are not even from Earth, really. It's giving invasion. It's giving invasion.
People are reacting to what is called the Alligator Alcatraz. This is a detention camp, a concentration camp that was built in just 8 days. And if that sounds dystopian to you, it is because it is. Imagine a detention center built in 8 days, surrounded by real alligators, and designed to hold the people that ICE are sweeping off the street in the mass arrest that has been going on. This is a real life in America in 2020. It sounded very inhumane, like it sounded very scary, and people have been reacting to it. People are talking about how they did not build housing for those homeless people. They did not fix the crumbling healthcare system, but somehow they have the wild imagination and money to build a fortress in the swamp, just to make sure that the people inside can't think of escaping. This is humiliation, this is fear, and this is power, and people are speaking up about it. So without wasting much time, let's just get straight into it.
Y'all are okay with this? Y'all are okay with this? This is gonna make America great again? A concentration camp? Y'all realize that this looks just like this. This is Auschwitz. Yeah, that's what you're rooting for right now. This is what you mean by make America great again. Do y'all know that they built this in 8 days? 8 days, while y'all veterans you guys just rep your veterans so bad. We stand with our vets, 4th of July. Let's celebrate their sacrifice. But you don't care about the fact that Trump, he couldn't possibly make something like this to house some homeless veterans. No, of course not. The people that fought for your freedom. No. He's got to build this whole thing in 8 days to be able to torture people. Do you guys know that they took alligators? They're finding the largest alligators, the most poisonous snake, and putting it in this moat around this detention center. So that in the words of Trump, nature can be the security. And they're just going to have to learn how to run from alligators. Ha. It's so funny how some of y'all are sitting here saying you're okay with this, buying the merch that they're making with alligators on the front, talking about some Alligator Alcatraz. Y'all don't even realize you're repping the same thing, the same system, the same idea that was feeding little black babies to alligators, that were ripping the babies from their mother's arms and throwing them into the pond to be unalived. If you don't believe me, look at this advertisement. Okay? You're demonic. I promise you right now, I'm going to say this again. If you think that this is okay, you think that this is biblical even, you're demonic, you're possessed. Nobody on God's green earth. I'm itching, y'all. I'm itching. No one can make me feel like this is okay. These are people. I can't even understand how so many of y'all are claiming to follow Jesus, and you're doing this. You think that I know they're paying these people what, over $3,000 a month? That's over $100,000 to be security guards in Alligator Alcatraz. But we can't get minimum wage to be moved, right? They're working on taking away government assistance like SNAP, EBT, Medicaid, but they're willing to pay the security guards for this concentration camp upwards of $100,000 a year. Do you guys see the joke? You're telling me that there can't be somewhere to detain people that are pedos, if you know what I mean? Pedos. We can't get this for school pewers. We can't get this for P. Diddy. Like, are you joking me? But you can snatch away mothers and fathers and children and shove them in a concentration camp in the middle of the Everglades? Crazy thing is, I see so many people saying, well, this ain't my fight. This ain't my fight. It is your fight. Because you better believe, baby, it ain't gonna stop here. It's not gonna stop here. America is getting to a point America's getting to a point where prophecy, biblical prophecy, is unfolding. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all don't see all there is to be seen because you only see what's right in front of you. That's all I'm gonna say. All you people talking about some repent, Jesus is coming. You repent. If you believe in this, you repent. Because I promise you, if you think this is okay, know what you're gonna hear? Depart from me because I never knew you. That's what you're gonna hear when Jesus comes back. Okay? Okay. Like, yo, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I just make America great again. What a
How far will America go to make suffering a spectacle? Look no further than the Alligator Alcatraz. They just built a migrant detention camp in the middle of the Everglades surrounded by alligators. Let's get into it. It's called Alligator Alcatraz, a tent city for 5,000 migrants built in 8 days with FEMA money on stolen indigenous land in a swamp crawling with snakes and gators. Why? Because Trump said it's the cheapest perimeter. No one's escaping through that. He even joked they'd have to run zigzag to avoid getting eaten. This isn't immigration policy. This is performance, a freak show of cruelty meant to terrify. Think of Barnum and Bailey. They didn't just want a detention center. They wanted a message. And America's always done this. From the internment of Japanese Americans in World War II, to native boarding schools, to chain gangs and plantation prisons. America has always caged the people it fears and justified it through geography, biology, and bureaucracy. They call the Japanese people a threat, enslaved black bodies a natural resource, and now call asylum seekers illegal, worthy of being locked in tents in a swamp with predators as wolves. This isn't a break from the past. It is the past, just with drones, infrared cameras, and cable news coverage. Alligator Alcatraz is not shocking because it's new. It's shocking because it's exactly what America has always done, but this time in 4K. Trump isn't hiding it. He's celebrating it. He's turning cruelty into a punchline, a campaign stunt, a warning. So the question isn't how could this happen? It's how much longer will we pretend this isn't who we are? Because history doesn't just repeat in America, it performs. And this stage is full of cages.
Laura Loomer said that the 65 million Latinos in this country should be food for alligators. Never forget that Laura Loomer said that Alligator Alcatraz would create 65 million meals for alligators. Now, you might think it's a joke, but they fed our babies to alligators, and they thought it was so funny that they put it on candy boxes, they put it on tobacco boxes, they put it on coffee cans, they put it on soap boxes. But the reason why black and brown people can't fight to win a future where we are truly liberated is because we are programmed. There are 4 walls that block in the minds of black and brown people, and we've been at this a whole lot longer than y'all, so let me tell you what they are. We've been programmed to worship white folks, to objectify women, to fear going to hell, and to value money over all else. Now, I'm talking to the black and the brown people because with white folks, half of them are racist and half of them are playing the wait and see game. It's not affecting them, so they're like, let's see how this goes. Worshiping white people means we'll always find a reason to justify what it is that they do. And so you have a white God, white Jesus, white angels, white saint. It puts the idea in your mind that white is right. But the thing is, there were no white people in the Bible, not one. And the Israel of today was created in 1948 by people who wanted to put themselves in the story. Now, objectifying women means you'll nullify their contribution, and mediocrity will always wear the mask of superiority. And so how can we have the best of the best operating on our behalf if we take half of the population, which is all the women, and say, you don't know anything, get over there? The next thing is we've been taught to fear hell, so we won't fight back because we think that there's some punishment that awaits us for doing so. And lastly, we've been taught to value money over all else. A lot of the people who support Trump do so because he has money and they think, hey, he must be right because he was able to amass so much money. Now, if somehow we can break down even 2 of those programs, we will be able to fight and win.
Dachau opened in 1933. The Mustache Man and his cohorts built a concentration camp 8 years before Pearl Harbor. We knew. The world knew. The rolling out of this concentration camp in Florida was a press event. There are video clips online circulating about how amazing it is and celebrating the fact that a person sometimes a legal US citizen, but still a human being, will check in but never check out. Well, they might check out, but they won't be released. To the centrists who called us fearmongers, leftists, for telling you that this is the precise direction we're headed.
You don't come out. And if you do, the alligators get you. And the mosquitoes. Jeez. All right. Okay, we'll show you inside. Follow along. It's going to be amazing. Welcome to Alligator Alcatraz. The entrance here is a 30-foot tall wall. None of this was here 5 days ago. It's got razor wire on the top. Just unbelievably impressive what the state of Florida has done here. Over my shoulder is the actual facility.
You know what's pissing me off about this guy? The fact that he's so giddy. He's showing this place like it's beachfront property. Like he's a real estate agent about ready to close. Alligator Alcatraz, where they're putting human beings in kennels. That's not even jail. That's like a kennel. I guess that's what you guys wanted, right? You all so happy about it? Laughing, giddy? I really hope someday that this turns into a reverse Uno card for you. All that you hope for and pray for to happen to other people happens to you tenfold. Because you say you're Christian, right? So do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So the same that you're putting out there for other people in the universe, I hope it comes back to you times 10, with the added bonus of nobody being around to assist you. Nobody. Nobody.
A lot of people agree on how this is looking like a modern day slavery. You guys remember back in the days, the babies of Black people used to be fed to alligators. It's almost like the same thing happening over and over again, but they are trying to rebuild it so people will think it's not. People are just too aware to not notice that at all. And one of the things that is more unsettling about this whole thing is the fact that some people are cheering this on. Some people are buying the merch, they are buying the cap, they are sharing pictures and videos of the place as if it is a place that you should be proud of, like it is a tourist attraction. And this is where you start getting dark. They are trying to turn suffering to spectacle. They are cheering it on. They are not just a complicit, they are as well in support of this cruelty that is going on. People are calling this out for what it is, a new face on whole tactics, because yes, they can see through the lie. This is how modern day slavery looks. Chinese fences, digital tracking, military grade security, all of this designed to strip people of their dignity, freedom, and as well their identity. So many people are calling others to open their eyes and see this, see the connection between this and the plantation, or this and the interment camps and even mass incarceration, and telling others to wake up, because this is history repeating itself in high definition. And to those people asking, why are you all so upset? They are upset because it is injustice, because it is punishment. It is trauma in construction form. And deep down, people know that once a country builds something like this and gets away with it, it only grows from there. Because what type of society or what type of country builds walls faster than homes? There are so many homeless people on the street, and this is one of the things that people are calling out as well. There are so many homeless people on the street, they can't even build a shelter for these people, but they are quick, and in under 8 days, they built the Alligator Alcatraz, surrounded with alligators, just giving us the same thing that we've read before in history. They are trying to bring it back to let them know that they are capable of doing all of these things. What do you guys think about the Alligator Alcatraz? What do you think about the fact that when you go on Etsy right now, all of the merch that you're going to see, the tops, the caps, even cups, will see that it is a design of Alligator Alcatraz. And people have been calling that out, that why are they promoting this? Why are they making it seem like it is something cool? Especially coming from generations of people whose kids have been fed to alligator. You guys do not see anything wrong in what you're doing. They are currently calling out Etsy right now, and some people are wearing it, visiting the place and just making a video just to let people know that yes, they've been to the tourist center, the Alligator Alcatraz, because they are acting as if it is a tourist center. Let me hear what you think about this whole thing in the comment section. I am going to see you guys in the next one.